Have you ever found yourself after being lost for so long? This is my story. 2 years ago, I was feeling lost and unmotivated. I could not even get myself out of the bed. It was not because I was lazy. I had enrolled in UP as a biology student, but despite reading a lot of finance books, I didn't have any interest in biology. It took me a long time to admit to myself that I was lost. 4 years, in fact. So let me take you back to my childhood. I was a very shy kid who could survive a day at school without talking to anyone. I was a late bloomer. It was only in grade 2 that my teachers discovered my talent for math. From then on, I excelled in math competitions and eventually qualified for math nationals by grade 4. Since I was a shy kid, I was only exposed to public speaking because of my academic achievements. It was when I delivered my valedictory speech both in elementary and high school. My academic success also earned the trust of my high school teachers, who encouraged me to run for student leadership positions. I became the mayor of our classroom for consecutive years and eventually rose to become the school's president. It was also through these leadership roles that I was exposed to public speaking again and again. But here's the crucial part. When I entered senior high school, I was determined to become a doctor because that is what my parents wanted for me. I decided to stop all my extracurricular activities to focus on my studies. However, I found myself feeling unfulfilled. The only moments that brought me a sense of satisfaction were when I led an advocacy group and when I became the spokesperson. The team that I led received the grade of 100. It was then that I received a note from my teacher in Ateneo that read, "You have good presentation skills." Now, in college, I got accepted into UP with my first choice of course, biology. I initially felt relieved, but soon found myself struggling. I excelled in math-heavy subjects like calculus and chemistry, but did very poorly in my major subjects like zoology and botany. This continued for 2 years until I realized that I was not being honest with myself. Why did I really want to become a doctor? I didn't have an honest answer, except that it was what my parents wanted. I was restless, so I enrolled in an online course about finding myself. The teacher told us to write a list of the highest moments in our lives, something that made us feel so alive. Then to write everything that we're good at, like what people appreciate us for. And finally, is to find a profession that is an intersection of both. This is the reason why I shared this story. Because when I reflected 2 years ago, everything that I have mentioned flashed back into my eyes. Math, leadership, and public speaking. These are what makes me come alive and what people appreciate me for. And I had never been so sure in my life. Now I only had one thing left to do, to give up my dream of becoming a doctor. Without a doubt, I shifted to business management without telling my parents. My mom was so angry that she did not talk to me for weeks. However, my determination and unwavering self-belief propelled me forward. Since shifting to management, I had won a business speech, have tried perfecting an oral recitation with the hardest professor, and I am currently managing a profitable lending business with over 40 investors for 3 years now. I never imagined that fighting for what I love would be so invigorating. Doubts and criticisms just motivate me to do more. In fact, I cannot express how finding my passion has transformed my life. Today, I work out 6 times a week, I read a book every day, and I strive to help people in any way I can. Discovering my passion has increased my fulfillment, happiness, productivity, and contribution to the world. As a result, I consider it now my life's mission to help others in finding their passion, as I have experienced it firsthand how life-changing it can be. Imagine from someone who can't get herself out of the bed to the person who works out 6 times a week, reads a book every day. When I think about it now, I still get goosebumps. Here's what Oprah said. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and then go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. As I end my speech, I want all of you, no matter at what age, to reflect with the question, what makes you come alive? Thank you.